we'll see the Golden State Warriors taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our side. Sideline. The shot's good. Greg, we're sure to see a lot of quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Now, here's Curry after Luka Doncic's miss. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
The Lakers with the ball. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Good on the shot.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Now here's Butler. Golden State moving it around. And it's in there. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
James misses. And it's the Warriors' ball. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Clock is at 3. Looney got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And here are the Warriors now. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Doncic right side. Shoots over Curry. And it's Doncic missing.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
You see his media picture for the 23-24 season. He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And the shot is good.
And one of those players who will not be denied. LeBron's so strong inside.
Curry is inside. Outside, Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He talked about the respect he has for Jimmy Butler and everything that Jimmy Buckets brings to the table. He told me Butler's special. He impacts the game with the ball, without the ball, and with his defense. But he said as much of a challenge as Butler presents, we're ready. Guys?
Thanks, David. Pass to Reeves. And the dunk by LeBron.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Here's Curry. Lakers with the rebound. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Now, here's Doncic. Shoots a fader. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Doncic has got 6.
Yeah, Luka's arsenal does cover the mid-range now. That inside the arc jumper is easy for him.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. And here is Doncic. He's got 6. Offensive rebound. Vanderbilt. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Takes a 3. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Watch out now when Doncic is dialed in from deep because he's unguardable.
Out left to the wing. Back to Payton. And again, no good by Golden State. Got a piece of it. Doncic, bounce pass. Here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
With 1 on the clock.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
He can't get that one. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Los Angeles on top, up by 3.
14.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Los Angeles.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
LeBron outside. Shoots over Kuminga. And the shot falls short this time.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Pass to Pajemski. Clock at 6. And there's the bucket from Kuminga. Kuminga's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Warriors. James, that's a 2-pointer. The Warriors pull it in. And LeBron, the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. Clark, you're shaking your head. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points. Just the sound of that is ridiculous. And, you know, he not only has lived up to the hype that has followed him. Man!
Oh, my, what a play.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
James in the post. Over Kuminga. And off the front iron, and in it goes. James has got 8 points.
From mid-range, LeBron really dialed in. You can't think you're safe giving him those shots.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So both teams making some changes here. Warriors trailed by 3. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Doncic outside. There's the 3. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
2 points. That one goes. Clark, we've got some incredible talents in this league, and you know how skilled big men are today. Wow, it is something to watch.
It really is, Kevin. I mean, you almost feel like every 7-footer in the league is a capable perimeter shooter that can consistently make threes. Man, the game has certainly changed, and I actually enjoy it. I mean, the evolution of big guys being able to stroke it that consistently is pretty fun to watch.
Stephen Curry, what a shooter.
This is exactly the kind of unique range that Curry has. I mean, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to get up on him.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So Doncic will go to the free throw line. That one is on Hield. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Look, Butler will get his shot now, forcing his way inside that time.
Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Drills it from outside. And the Warriors lead by 1.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And Doncic with the triple.
Luka Doncic with the three-point answer. As competitive as they come.
And that one, good. Hield's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
.103 left to play in the first half. To the left wing. Shot clock at 5. No good from Finney-Smith. Curry with it. Defended by Reeves. Here's Butler. In the paint, Butler.
We know Curry has tremendous vision, and he uses it to tee up his teammates for easy shots.
Pass to Hayes. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Doncic outside. Over Looney. Doncic, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Looney with the bucket.
Part of Draymond's value, the playmaking he gives you out of the front court.
Doncic left side. Pass to Finney-Smith. Reeves with it. Shoots over Curry. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors lead by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Lakers trail by 4. Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
From about 16, Vanderbilt with the rebound. Here's Los Angeles now. LeBron outside. Fader on the way. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. To the middle. Here's Kuminga. And the layup's good off the glass. Kuminga's got the lead up to 4 now to the Warriors. And Clark for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
Curry's shot is good.
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
It's stolen by Green. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And Curry has it in the corner. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Here's LeBron. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. LeBron's got 6 points in the quarter. Pass to Green. Right wing. Butler on the wing. A 3 ball. Here's Looney. They kick out to Hield. Looney. They shoot again. And at last, they get one to fall. Looney's got his second bucket. Lakers trail by 6. James with it. 14 points for him. Out to the right wing. Here's Finney-Smith. A 3-pointer, no good. Got a piece of it. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 53s a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strengths. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Here's Doncic. 18 points for him. Pass to Hayes. From deep. LeBron James making it look easy from deep.
Off the catch, LeBron not lacking confidence or hesitating.
Hield outside. Here's Curry. And the layup falls. Curry's got 15 points.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Outside for Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Doncic right side. Pass to LeBron. Over Green. LeBron going to work inside.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
It's Curry with the drive.
What timing by James on the denial. His hand is right there at the exact moment it needs to be.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. So both teams changing it up here. And here are the Warriors now. Curry! What else is new?
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Doncic gets it to go inside.
I know Doncic takes pride in being able to produce for his team, and he's doing it at a high level.
Look out!
Bang!
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Here's Hield. Second chance shot. Curry's shot is off.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
No good from LeBron. Here's Butler. Oh, tough play by Butler.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flank.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
It's been all about Stephen Curry. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Here's Podziemski. On the wing, Payton. To the inside, Jackson Davis. Outside, Kuminga. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Payton. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And stolen by James. LeBron gathering speed. And James throws it down.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
And it's Kuminga at the elbow. Here's Moody. Drains it from beyond the arc. Moody's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
And LeBron throws it down hard.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He told them it's all about maintaining the lead. He told them he knows it's easy to get comfortable when you're in this position, but that they need to keep the pressure on. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Boy, there's nothing quite like LeBron on the fast break. That combination of size, strength, and speed makes him electric.
Curry, that's good.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's Curry. Pass to Looney. In the corner, it's Healed. Drills the three-pointer. And the Warriors lead by 10.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Here's Kuminga. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And now it's a 12-point Warrior lead. Curry in the lane. It's good. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
So it's the Lakers now. Here's LeBron. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Weight room muscle on display there. James, even when he gets hit, he can still score.
And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game.
Lakers trail by 13. Over to the wing. .133 left in the fourth quarter. Out to Doncic. Clock at 2. Here's Finney-Smith. No good there off the double clutch. Left side Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Curry's got 28 points for the game.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Warriors.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Stephen Curry.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
From 13 feet, it goes down. Now Curry. Stolen by Reeves. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Doncic feeling it out. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's Looney with the rebound. Butler attacking. The shot that time not on target.
We've got the Lakers facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Tip-off goes to the Thunder. Inside. Here's Holmgren. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Now here's Dort. Buries it from 3.
Well, the size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. He could be really effective at any position on the floor.
James outside. They set the screen. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Jackson Hayes.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Pass to Hayes. Dort with a steal. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Here's Williams. Rebounded by the Lakers.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Here's James. Great D that time from Holmgren.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Now, here is James. From 20 feet. And he can't bank that one in.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Pass to James. Clock at 6. Connects. The jumper drops. James has got 6.
LeBron James is constantly reading the defense, and this time just torches them from the spot on the floor he likes.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count the basket.
And he's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Here's Goodwin. Doncic with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Doncic right side. Hartenstein pulls it in. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success. And anything short of that is a failure.
So it's Los Angeles now, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Here's Doncic. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder with a lead. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, not a good idea to take a nap on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and that athleticism. So much power. Way to get up.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So both teams changing it up here. Lakers trail by 4. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall, and I asked about LeBron James and how his team plans to stop him. He said, I told our guys that we can't give him any lanes to the rim, because when that happens, everything else in his game opens up. We need to plug every avenue to the basket. Guys, let's see if they're able to execute this strategy.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Well, a solid facilitator that helps that the defense thinks that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to shoot and not pass. Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Another shot. Here's Holmgren. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And here's James. Give him 8. Pass to Reeves. James outside. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block. From deep. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Oklahoma City leading by 6. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
James with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Shot is good by Goodwin.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Shot is good by Goodwin. Goodwin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
Joe fires in the triple.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Tipped. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Wiggins. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Doncic right side. Doncic punches it home.
Going on the attack, Luka doesn't give them a chance to get between him and the rim.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The Lakers making a switch here. Thunder leading by 4. Dort outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Shai hitting the 3. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Doncic outside. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
And that's the kind of in-your-face defense that's setting the tone for SGA and the rest of this team.
To the paint. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Now here's Doncic. Outside, Finney-Smith. 5 to shoot. Tries it from 19. Out to Hachimura. Doncic outside. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Doncic. Second chance shot. And he gets it to go. Doncic has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And there's Luka, one of the most entertaining players in the league.
Brad, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. A minute 53 left in the second quarter. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. They trail by 7. Shoots over Holmgren. The shot by James, no good. Down low. Missed inside. Reeves with the ball. He's scoreless. A minute 22 left in the first half. Back to James. Shoots over Holmgren. The Lakers with another miss.
He wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Wallace. Drives to the hoop. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Now, here is James. Give him 8. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
And already one of the more consistent three-point shooters. Cason Wallace is lethal from outside, Brent.
Really impressive, B.A. in his first year to shoot over 40% from free. Pretty selective in the ones he took, but still his #1 attribute is how disruptive he can be defensively at that guard position.
Pass to Finney-Smith. With 1 on the clock. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Lakers trail by 7. He shoots. Doncic shot is good. Doncic has got 6.
Using that change of pace off the dribble, Doncic gets the shots he wants.
It's Hartenstein, high post. Poke loose. Here's Williams. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Vanderbilt. Now here's Doncic. He's got 6. Pass to Reeves. 6 to shoot. Now Doncic. Can't hit from the elbow. Outside Joe. Here's Williams. Wallace outside. To the inside. And here's the fast break. Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
A terrific full-court effort from Doncic. The moment he got the ball, he just takes off.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Los Angeles making a change here. Thunder leading by 3. And it's blocked. James deciding where to go with it. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. And the basket is good. 14 points for him.
Going to work now from the mid-range. LeBron's going to take whatever the defense gives him.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Over Williams. Here's Goodwin. James outside. Fires high post. Drained it for 2 points. James has gotten 4 this quarter.
This is what James does. Scores the ball and does it in so many different ways.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Lakers making a change here. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 3-point game. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie.
I was trying to think of how many times LeBron looks like he's off balance or in a spot he doesn't want to be. Doesn't happen all that often. 2 more there.
And last season, Brett, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, GA. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league at 2 steals per game. What a season.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. They've led by as many as 11. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. Outside, Williams. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Lakers.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Doncic right side. Hachimura outside. James left side. Throws it down and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Jalen Williams. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
Well, how about the work they've done from the in-between area? They are making it rain, and the storm ain't over yet.
Doncic on the wing. Fader on the way. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Did he need to use the fadeaway? No. Did I enjoy seeing it? Yes, I did.
Gilgeous-Alexander double team. Williams.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander with that height at his position allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Two seconds left in the third quarter. The Lakers in the lead. Pass to Goodwin. Back to Doncic. Ooh, it's stolen away.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Here's Hayes. Some solid defense from Williams. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Lakers ahead. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Wallace. And the shot's good. Here's Doncic. And Isaiah Joe is going to pick up the foul here. That's his first foul.
First 2 fouls. Substitution on the court.
Outside Finney-Smith. James outside. And stolen by Hartenstein. To take the lead. James with the block.
What a denial. LeBron attacking that shot with pinpoint accuracy.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Outside, Williams. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
James. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Reeves. Now the Lakers moving it up. Doncic with it. Hartenstein covering. Pass to Finney-Smith. James outside. Over Dort. Doncic outside. 4 on the clock. Here's James. Hartenstein pulls it in. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Ooh, poked away. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's James. Finished off the break. James has got 13 in the second half.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask. That could have a big impact.
Thank you for that, Allie.
How about the dunk off the drive? Doncic, terrific at navigating his way inside.
Dort's shot is good.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Now here's Doncic. Doncic throwing his weight around.
Oh, my. Tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
No good on the second free throw.
And right about now, at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2- and 3-point advantage.
To tie it up. Doncic, no good. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Thunder.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Now here's Caruso. Dort outside. And it's in there. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Lugans, Dort, give it to him.
To the middle. Here's James. Punching it inside. LeBron.
Look, give LeBron the ball and get out of the way. LBJ again.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. And we've got a timeout call by J.J. Redick. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. A minute 42 left to play in the fourth. To the inside. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
On the wing, Finney-Smith. Back to James. Doncic on the wing. Tries again. James, right side. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Here's James. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock.
And Williams getting his timing just right on the block. Defending with purpose.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Shot's good by James.
Who else but LeBron could pull that off? Keeping his cool and delivering in the clutch.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Now Los Angeles with it. Trailing by 5. Outside Reeves. Pass to James. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Alex Caruso.
Just shake your head at the size of LeBron James, and once he gets into the paint and gets pinballed around, gets that contact and finds free throws.
Yeah, they desperately needed those free throws, and he delivered. It's down to a one-possession game.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. 26 seconds left in the fourth. There's a screen by Wiggins. To the paint. It's stolen by James.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
Now, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
He gets the first, and that brings him within 2 here. And so Reeves nails both of them.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, important there to have the 3-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
And here's Doncic outside. Oh, my! What a shot! Oh, an enormous three-pointer! And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution.
8 seconds left in the game. Dort outside. Here's Williams. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. James outside. Pass to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Right side Joe. Inside. Here's Hartenstein. Hartenstein slams it in.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
They get the rebound. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
James with the ball, and it's Dort picking him up. Back to James. 5 on the clock. Oh, sweet move. He squares up and sinks it. James has got 33.
This has been proven. It's a scientific fact, and it's hard to stop LeBron James from scoring.
James with the block. And he recovers it. Outside, Williams. Second shot opportunity. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And the second of 2 is good. And that narrows the gap to 1. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Outside, Finney-Smith. James outside. The Thunder pull it in. Dort outside. Pass to Williams. And here's Holmgren. Back to Williams. Yep, right through the net. And the Thunder lead by 1.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Here's James. Oh, two vicious points from the King.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Caruso, left side. Right side, Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Fires the three. Oh, he buried the three.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. Needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
On defense, the Thunder. The lead is 2. Doncic outside. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Jumps up. Count it.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time to win the lead.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And so they foul intentionally.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Time called here.
Timeout.
Los Angeles decides to talk it over. 7 seconds left in the first overtime period. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
From deep, Reeves. The offensive rebound.
Thunder foul. Gilgeous-Alexander. Fourth personal foul.
Good on the first. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. We've got the Lakers taking on the Boston Celtics. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Porzingis. The Lakers with a rebound. Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
Nice shot by Finney-Smith.
Really love how active Finney-Smith is. Exceptional job cutting to the right spot in the pick and rolls.
Outside Tatum. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Pass to Goodwin. Now James. 5 to shoot. Over Holiday. And he can't bank that one in.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us. From the sidelines. Now Doncic. Pass to Hayes. On the wing, Finney-Smith. Here's James. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. Well, with all the battles past, Grant, definitely some history between these two teams.
Oh, B.A., this is high level. You talk East versus West, that's usually championship or bust type aspirations.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jaylen Brown. We see you, sir. Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Drew Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Drew Holiday is elite, period.
Now, here is James. Outside, Finney-Smith. And it's James with the jam.
Oh, stop it. That one just too easy for LeBron James. So high above the rim.
Here's Porzingis. Here's Brown. Over Finney-Smith. Finney-Smith pulls it in. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. To the paint. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's James. Pass to Hayes. And here's Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lots of room. Porzingis grabs the board.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Outside, Finney-Smith. James, outside. Shoots over Tatum. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Holiday. And the basket is good.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
And it's Doncic on the drive. And Porzingis with the block. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. Brown, no good.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. The shot by James, no good. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Holiday. Rebound, the Lakers. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Outside Reeves. Takes the three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's White. Vanderbilt pulls it in. The Lakers lead by 9. And that one drops. James has got 12 points in the game.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Finished off the break. 14 points for him.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string. Well, the touch and the focus, what a pretty move in the lane.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Doncic outside. Porzingis grabs the board. And the basket by Holiday. Holiday's got his second basket.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's James. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. Absolutely carrying the offense. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Hayes with a screen. Outside Reeves. Shot clock at 6. Here's Vanderbilt. And he banks in the layup.
And this is exactly what he's capable of. He finds different ways to make an impact. This time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
And you know, you look at someone like Peyton Pritchard, Doris, heady guy who doesn't make many mistakes.
BA, maybe his best attribute in my mind is the competitive spirit and the motor he plays with. He's a fearless shot taker, either inside or from three-point range. He makes excellent choices with his passes. But again, I go back to that competitive toughness.
That one goes in.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talk about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
Vincent outside. Outside Reeves. Here's the three. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Celtics trail by 12. Here's White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by Brown. Fades back. Doncic, no good.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Shoots a fadeaway. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. And the Lakers lead by 12. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
Back to Doncic. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. And Boston has possession. White can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 10. Pass to Finney-Smith. White with the steal. And they're running. And White finishes off the break. Well done.
That's what you call speed, being the difference in transition. Off the steal, Derek White so heads up.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. And James has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw in this game. And the technical free throw is good. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Here's Tatum. James with the rebound. The Lakers lead by 9. A minute 35 left in the first half. Pass to Reeves. 4 on the clock. The shot's good. Reeves has got 8.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Tatum's shot is good.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Top of the key. Jump shot is good. 17 points in the game. Celtics trail by 11. Here's Tatum. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Three-pointer Holiday. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
It's James on the wing. 17 points in the game. Fades. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Craig. Still without a bucket. It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
No good on that one.
Torrey Craig at the line for 2.
Good on the second one. The Lakers lead by 10. Doncic with it. Horford pulls it in. Here's Walsh. Second chance shot. And he lays it in.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
3 seconds left. And it's Doncic on the drive. And that concludes the first half. It's Los Angeles up 8. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Horford outside. Back to Pritchard. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Pritchard. Off target with the three. Los Angeles leading by 10. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Takes it inside. Count it.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Pass to Hayes. 6 to shoot. Now Doncic. Over Horford. And it's Doncic missing. Celtics trail by 12. Here's Walsh. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. The Lakers making a switch here. Los Angeles leading by 10. Hachimura outside. Pass to Vanderbilt. Outside Reeves. Vincent outside. It's James on the wing. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Always willing to embrace contact. LeBron James has the kind of frame that can absorb it any time.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
And here's Reeves. He's got 10. Hachimura sets a screen. Vincent outside. Pass to James. Shoots over Tatum. And James gets it to go. James has got 4 points in the quarter.
You call this a groove, folks. Offensively, when shots are falling, you're getting to your spots. LeBron James right now on his personal playground.
And stolen by Vanderbilt. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. James outside. Clock at 6. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You simply can't bite on that pump fake from LeBron because he is waiting for you to leave your feet, and he's going to lean in to get to the line.
Both free throws good from James. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
A sneaky good scorer. I don't know that you define Derek White as a scorer. He's sort of jack of all trades, but boy, he's cooking right now.
Hachimura outside. And here's Reeves outside. Porzingis grabs the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Brown, no good. Los Angeles leading by 12. Hachimura outside. Now James.
Oh, wow! Did he just do that?
With authority.
Wow.
You
have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Los Angeles making a change here. Celtics trail by 14. Here's Tatum. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
So good at exploiting where the defense is. Jason Tatum in the pull-up. Man, that's good.
Doncic outside. James outside. Shoots over Tatum. James can't get it to go. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Here's Holiday. It's rebounded by Goodwin. Los Angeles leading by 12. Doncic outside. James outside. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. James has got 11 points here in the second half. And the basket by Holiday.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
James outside. Ooh, the nice float game from James.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So it's Los Angeles now. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. On the wing, Hachimura. Doncic outside. Misses the three.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Pritchard. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Here's Craig. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Here's Doncic. Horford with some nice D.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Pritchard gets it to go.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Pass to James. Kicks it to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. For three, James. Oh, LeBron buries a three.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He encouraged his guys to not hold back, saying, we can do this, but it's on us. We've got to go out there and be aggressive. So that's the plan coming out of the huddle. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. James deciding where to go with it. Boston with a rebound. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Outside Tatum. The three. Doncic grabs the miss. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. 17 points was their biggest margin. James outside. Oh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Celtics trail by 13. Here's White. Off the inbound, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
James inside. Kicks it to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Pass to Hachimura. Here's James. Oh, hard finish from LeBron.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there. And there's the call on Rui Hachimura. That's his first foul of the game. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Porzingis is putting the size to work.
Well, 7'3" doesn't need much of a vertical, easy finish for KP.
Here's James. Clock is at 3. A deep 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. The ball's knocked loose. Rejected by James.
Wow, LeBron James sends it back. Woo-hoo-hoo. LeBron on the defensive end.
Doncic outside. .114 left to play in the fourth. That shot missing.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Lakers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for LeBron James.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Second team foul.
A 3 from the inbound. Porzingis grabs the board. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth. Craig on the wing. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Pass to Goodwin. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.